A little bit of love goes a long, long way. Turn it around when you up and say, everybody say love.
Y'all look cute.
Hi, my name is Jujubee.
Our poor friend Jujubee couldn't be here today, you guys. She had to take care of her sick cat. Yeah.
So they asked the other Asian queen. So hello.
But I thought Kim Chi was over there.
Ha! My drag. Hi, everyone.
Woo!
I'm very excited. So, fashion photo review live, right?
So today we're gonna be tooting and booting the Queen's social media looks from UK's Drag Race. Are you guys ready?
Woohoo! And if you didn't already hear the announcement, RuPaul's DragCon United Kingdom in London will be January 18th and 19th.
Yes.
Hopefully, I'll have enough of my money from season 1 to go. Have you met some of these girls?
One of my favorites, we worked together when I was doing a tour in London, Cheryl Hole.
Okay.
She is such a fun time. And I worked with Blue Hydrangea at a gig in Ireland. Yeah.
Okay.
How about you?
I've only met some Ting Wong, which is really, really, really hilarious.
That
and
name.
also a little bit bad. Some Ting Wong. But yeah, they're all very nice. And I know I can't. Something Wong. So soothing, right? Something Wong. But anyway, we're gonna get into these looks. I'm very excited.
Okay, so first up, we got Bag of Chips.
Snake skin.
I am a sucker for an all-over print. Normally when I'm wearing outfits, they're normally like monochromatic. I like to like feature one color, one pattern, and just like go for it. So this is like right down my alley. And like, she looks like she could be an extra in the new Hustlers movie. So I'm like feeling it.
I don't know anything about wigs, but I feel this is flat.
You know, sometimes just like a little backcombing at the roots can
Thank you
help.
for backing me up on that because you know I don't want to overstep since I don't wear wigs.
But you got eyes.
I do. Thank you. Thank you.
I feel like 2 extra bundles in the back of that wig would have been just like what it needed to just like, you know, fill her out.
So is this a toot or a boot?
I'm still gonna toot it
Okay.
because I'm still feeling that look.
Me too. I love snakeskin, so I'm gonna give it a
Boots.
soft toot.
Yeah. We all love a good soft toot.
Yes.
Yeah. Up next.
We have blue hydrangea. Okay, it's a toot for me already.
I don't know.
No, because
No.
you know what? I love like exaggerated drag. I mean, I'm very subtle today, but I do love what's happening over here. I mean, the overall look is quite exquisite, and I love the yellow. It's kind of like a gender reveal
Oh yeah.
With the
I
soft-
don't know anything about having babies.
with the soft blues and the soft yellow, but I like this. What do you think?
I really love it. The silhouette is like right on. I'm loving seeing like the asymmetry of the cape on the left shoulder, but how like it's balanced out with the ruffle that's like on the shoulder with the peplum that's on the right hip. I think it just like creates such a nice balance. Love the makeup and the hair is absolutely divine.
Yes,
So it's an
it's like-
absolute toot for me.
You like to wear sculptural pieces for hair. I recently saw you in Drag World UK and you had
Oh yeah, I had a recreation of RuPaul's Supermodel of the World album cover hair made.
It's amazing.
And like I've decided that like this next year I'm gonna like really try and embrace like exuberant black hairstyles from the 90s. So you're gonna be seeing some like real crazy
Is it very Baps?
very bad.
Yes, I'm
Babs
so
hair show,
excited.
the house down boots.
So this is a toot for me. If you guys ever disagree, just yell at Shea.
And I'm gonna come out there and whip the ass. Up next we have Cheryl Hole.
Oh, this is one of your favorites.
I'm like loving it. She's like giving me like a little bit just like club wear.
Yes.
But my thing is like when you get something off the rack, I feel like you always kind of got to try and like style it and add just like a little like oomph to it, you know, to just like put on a like sequin mini dress is like cute, but like maybe throw an exaggerated like cape over the shoulders or, you know, throw on some like really fun like bondage wear over
Right.
it to like help like push the silhouette a little bit further. So though I love Cheryl so much, this one is a boot for me.
Ooh, is it really that bad? We can
serious.
boot. We can boot anyone we like. Okay, it's our fucking show. So, no, I'm just kidding. But I do love a little club kiki club wear, like walking around, getting 16 cocktails.
Yeah, like this is a cute meet and greet
it's
moment,
meet
like
and greet
tiptoe
moment.
kinda.
But I agree with you. I was feeling like I needed like an Alexander McQueen moment with like a leather bodice belt type. I know that this happens with a lot of queens, but like whenever somebody wears an open toe and you have one singular toe. Because you have boot.
Clock the toe, mama, clock the toe.
It's a boot for me as well.
All right, well, let's move on to our next queen, Crystal. Now, I'm not gonna fault Crystal for this. I don't know why they chose this photo of her
know,
because we can barely see what
shady.
she's wearing. I'm like, what is she wearing? It's going to be a
So,
boot for the photographer.
And a boot for the angle.
Yeah, but we're seeing she's
It's a boot. I'm sorry. You can't even say
I
anything.
can't
It's
really
a
see the garment, but I mean, color blocking, the color palette
Yes.
is cute. I like the hair, the makeup is fierce, but I just wish I could see.
Maybe it
more
was pride.
to make an evaluation.
Maybe it was pride.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we'll never know.
So it's a boot for both of us.
Yeah, but mostly for the photo. Up next, we have.
Divina de Campo.
Now, I will toot
Oh.
her for the fact that someone took a picture from underneath and she still looks beautiful. Like, I don't know about y'all, but for drag queens, don't you ever get down on your knees to take a photo of us from down here. That is homophobic. So,
Shea has spoken. Don't
Just
do
saying.
anything else. You'll get in trouble. I like the superhero moment here.
Yeah,
I'm currently like I didn't used to wear like big drag jewelry. But because now I'm a professional drag queen. I know. 10 years later, right? I'm trying, you guys. I do love this. I love the accent of like the exaggerated jewels on this like white silvery fabric. And I love that it's sort of like a superhero-esque. And I love her hair. So I'm gonna toot this. I really like it.
is that like a little cutout on the side? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I
can't
think
quite
it's a
tell
sweat
from where I am.
breathing mechanism.
Yeah.
What? You gotta breathe
Yes.
somewhere.
I'm feeling this kinda. I find it to be slightly generic.
My taste.
Well, no, it's just like I love a little superhero moment. You know, in stretch bodysuits, they're a drag queen's best friend. But sometimes I feel like in situations like this, adding some like interesting like seam lines, things like that to kind of like exaggerate the contours of the body, you know, can really help just to elevate it. It's like such a small detail, but it really does make a huge difference in the end. So that is gonna be a boot for me.
All right, up next, we have, I don't know where she's from, but I actually watched her meet the queens. And this is Gothy Kendall.
She can top me in this whole look.
Oh,
It is, I mean, let's just go from the head down. The hair is on point. The makeup is beat. I live for a blue smoky eye. The like pops of like red PVC
Right.
with like the late. I love a latex stocking. I think they're so sexy. They're really hard to get into, let me tell you. But like, I mean, look at those legs. They look a million miles long. And I just love the subtlety of just like the sheer like beaded mesh over it. She looks hot. It's a toot for me.
it's definitely, it's amazing. I love like the modern take in drag. I love that fashion and drag are starting to become more and more in sync. And I know that the UK has a little bit more of like a fashion inspiration, I feel
edge.
like.
Yeah, they
that
got
edge. And I do love a latex. And like you said, she's 1,000,000 feet tall, same as me. And it's just so incredible to see. And I love it. Like I love her mug. I love her hair. It's something that actually I would wear. It's a high tooth for me.
Yeah, and once again, someone took this photo on their knees and she still looks beautiful. I'm like, girl, get it. Oh, I love that. All right, up next is the youngest competitor ever on Drag Race, Scaredy Kat.
I
Does
like
that say
the
mother
political.
is dying?
Yeah, it's kind of like political stands on climate change, maybe.
Oh, okay. So I'm
Is
seeing
it?
the leaves.
I don't know.
No, I'm starting to see like the leaves there. So there's like a lot of textures going on. And in the bodice, there's like these black kind of like feathery flowers. And then the skirt kind of has like a paper sack waist silhouette going on. And then there's like these leaves that are applied on top. And then like the shoes kind of give me this concrete vibe.
They look, yeah, from here they kind of look like snakeskin, but
I appreciate the thought. However, the execution, I think it's always nice when you know that someone has like a lot of ideas. But I think one thing that is like always really important is to be able to like edit and kind of find like a good like through line and storyline for the outfit. Like she obviously is making like a political statement about like climate change. But I just don't. I don't know. There's like a disconnect between like the bodice and the skirt for me, and I'm like trying to like understand what the story of those two are together, as well as the shoes. I appreciate the effort, but it's a boot for me. God, I'm like being
God,
so
you're
harsh.
mean. I'm just
know.
kidding. We came here to do a job, so you're doing it. But I mean, I don't love the shoes with it, but I do like the conventional like way it looks
Yeah.
and the way that she's rocking it. I do love a silhouette that's like more. What is this called? The skirt.
A-line?
Like baby doll A-line.
Oh, baby doll.
I
don't
shouldn't do this panel if I don't know any fashion lingo, right? Like what? That's right. I'm only here because Jujubee called out. I forgot. But I do love an A-line skirt, and I do like what she's doing here. I don't love the shoes with it, just because I hate when it's like a little booty.
I
With
hate
you know,
little
it's like
booties.
it's lengths for me. Like you can do a booty. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but it's the length.
Like if you're gonna do a booty, you should be in like a leotard that's like cut up to the hips so that like your legs look long. It's just
Yes.
they cut you off at a really.
But for me, I don't mind it. I think it's actually it's a soft tooth.
Right on. Well, up next.
Ooh, next we have my sister from a different Mr. Something Wong.
Ah.
Ooh, makes me moist. Okay, so I know that we always kind of go towards leotards when we're performing.
She's outside, so she needs to be in a leotard. It looks like it's hot. It says
Yeah,
in there.
and that's
it was
fine.
June 29th. We know it was hot that day. Okay.
Wait, they still print pictures when the I thought it was all like Samsungs and iPhones. What's happening? But to me, it just seems a little bit basic. It needed a little bit more oomph. And I understand it might be hot, but I've been places where it's hot and I still wear that looks a little bit more fashiony than that one.
Yeah. So okay.
Oh my God. All right.
I understand, you know, because it's Pride, we're outside, it's hot, it's important to be comfortable. I can see like where underneath, because there's like that V mesh cutout, like where her tights like stop.
Yeah, that's like,
Like, yeah, so there's kind of like that
a
difference in
line.
color. I wish that at least she did have some undergarment to kind of shield that and camouflage that so it, you know, looked more together. I don't really quite understand the fanny pack in front of the.
She's hiding her tack.
Hey, been there.
It's inside the fanny pack.
And I could have gone for a little bit of a bigger boob just to give like more of an hourglass shape. I am going to boot it, but it's such a soft boot because this was a little bit more of drag being a form of utility versus expression. Does that make sense? Because like, when it's hot out there, you get a pass from me.
Although I feel like I agree with you though, because I feel like this is somewhat her brand, because for her Meet the Queens, she also had undergarments that were showing underneath her like sheer robe. And I feel like there's a way to hide that, right? And so it's gonna be, you're a soft boot, it's gonna be a hard boot for me.
Dang.
Ooh.
Well, I guess there was some Ting Wong. Our next girl up on the chopping block is the Vivienne.
Wow.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So I normally am not a fan of rouging, but I'm digging like the harem pants silhouette that she's got going on here. Love that it's mirrored in the sleeves as well. It's just like giving me like some really strong 80s vibes. My one critique silhouette wise is I wish that the neckline were a little bit lower and that she had perhaps like a nude bra. I just wish that there was a little bit more here just to like elongate her neck just because the hair is so big on the shoulders. And I would have gone without the little hair decoration, but besides that, it's a toot for me.
It's a nice outfit. I really like it. I do agree with the black thing, but it's a really like put together look and style. Is that called hard lace when you can see it? And the answer is?
So I think I know what's going on. There's definitely, okay, it's what looks like is the lace is actually the hair. I think she sprayed the root, but not all the way down. Because it's almost like she layered a brown and then like a black on top of it to like give it like depth and look like it had grown out, but she didn't take the black all the way down. So it's actually looking like her lace is popping, but up close, the lace is laid.
I know I'm being shady, but you know, hard lace was used a lot in drag for many, many years. Exactly. Look at your hair now. And like,
what lace?
But but it is gonna be a toot for me.
All right, up next is Vinegar Strokes.
Ooh. What? Oh, no. Boot. I can't even, what?
I was a little bit more hopeful myself.
Wait, okay, isn't it supposed to be like lighter under your eye? See, I don't know makeup, I just learned last year. But isn't it supposed to be like lighter, not orangier?
I feel like that could potentially be
Lighting?
the filter that has been thrown on. You know how like you throw a filter and sometimes it just kind of like switches the color in a really odd way and it's like, or potentially she does like color correction underneath her eyes.
Oh,
You
and
know,
she
lays
didn't
down the
foundation
orange
so
first
much?
and maybe didn't go like light enough
Okay.
with the highlight to like camouflage like the color correction. But let's get to the look.
Let's get to the look. This is from Ross. Dressed for less.
Damn.
Listen, bitch, I shop at Ross. There is one 2 blocks away from my house, and I love it. But
Her boobies look gorgeous.
okay,
I wish that there was maybe a bit of like a hip in there.
or a belt,
Yeah.
just to cinch her a little. Even the
Yeah.
skinniest one could
like
probably do
skinny,
the work.
Like
yeah.
a skinny little gold belt would have been nice.
And nails. Actually, it's
Look.
fine if they don't do it, but like seriously, like she has nubby little fingernails, and I can't.
I'm a glove queen, boots. I don't with nails, so I.
You do
when I see-
sometimes. You do sometimes.
I do
Okay.
sometimes, like when I really am feeling myself. Like I gotta really be feeling it to throw some nails on.
I know I was really harsh in my reaction, but I'm gonna stick with it and say boot.
Yes, it's gonna be a boot for me. It was almost there. I just feel like they're like, because the hair. I mean, the dress. She's definitely trying to go for a sense of elegance, but the hair doesn't quite match up with that. Had it been something maybe a little bit more sleek, a little bit more coiffed, I think it would have helped to like balance out the silhouette a little bit better. So it's a boot for me. And who do we have up next? Ongina.
I'm sorry, but I love this look.
No, this look is great.
The only thing is, I did this hair. And I literally glued it because I have to glue my like hair pieces, otherwise they'll just. I use super glue, but don't try that at home, you guys. Like you have to like Nina Flowers is the one who taught me, but and then I cut it while it was already on. So
got you.
so it's a boot for the hair, but it's a toot for overall.
Yeah.
No, anyway, I do want to hear your comments because you booted my DragCon look last year.
I think this look is great. I love it. The only critique I would have is I would take maybe 2 inches off the skirt. I want to see more of your legs. I would honestly cut that skirt right up to your.
Oh, well, thank you.
I know you're
That's
just so
because I'm a
petite.
woman.
You're bite size. You just, like, put you in my pocket.
So, is it a toot or a boot,
Oh,
Shay?
it's a toot.
Thank you. I redeemed myself from last year. Thank you. Up next. Oh, this is when you were in the UK doing a tour, right?
Yes.
I don't know what a tour is, but this look This look is actually incredible.
Thank you. I have my own critiques about it, but
The only thing that I don't like about it is, and I know it kind of ties into the chest part, but not nude thing.
On the hip,
I just
yes.
wish it was like.
I actually, because after we did this, this look was gifted to me by a really good friend. His name is Derek. He has a clothing line, Bang London, makes a lot of my performance looks. He does stuff for Beyonce, Kylie Minogue. Like he knows how to make performance wear. Stuff is always really beautiful. But, he makes it for like real women mostly. And so I feel like, this was probably meant for someone's, body that was like a few shades lighter than me. But actually, I like took it out the bag and wore it this night, but I actually did cut that mesh off so that now it's just like up the...
Yeah, that's the only thing that I didn't like about it. But literally, it's so sickening. And this is what I'm talking about. When you wear a leotard type outfit, it can be this fabulous. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's gonna be a toot for me.
Thank you.
Do you guys have any questions? I would lip sync against Tammy because I'd win. Yay! Because obviously I freaking lost to BB.
I would love to lip sync against Alyssa Edwards.
Oh.
I just think that would be fun.
Amazing.
And who I wouldn't want to lip sync against would have to be Sasha Velour.
PTSD?
I learned that the first time.
I wouldn't want to lip sync against Dita Ritz. I wouldn't want to lip sync against Trinity K. Bonet.
Ooh, yeah, Trinity.
Those girls are so incredible.
Assassin.
Or Morgan, like her mouth moves to the lyrics of the music so precisely. So yeah, no to those three. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Thank you.